Hello, fantasy football lovers, and welcome to the Fantasy Talk. Today, we have some very good advice for the leagues that your father-in-law is in, and maybe the ones that are worth so much that you don't even tell your wife. Hey, it happens to everyone. As the great Mahatma Gandhi said, everybody makes mistakes, everybody has those days. And I'm Sam Lanier, and with me today is Luke Meadows and Jack Lambeth. Attention! Do not take a quarterback in the first round.
Never.
Why would you do that?
Always take the top running back. Jeez, my father-in-law took Mahomes last year. Jeez. Okay, now here we have some great talents to take in the first round for you, so you could beat your father-in-law. Jack.
I gotta go with Christian McCaffrey here. Christian McCaffrey is a PPR stud. And who else is Cam Newton going to throw to? I mean, he doesn't have solid wide receivers. McCaffrey can rush the ball. He's quick, speedy, and he's been bulking up this offseason if you haven't seen the pictures on Instagram.
I have definitely seen the pictures, and while I agree that Christian McCaffrey will be a great fantasy football player, if I have the first pick, I think I have to go Saquon Barkley. Whether it's Eli Manning or Daniel Jones, he's going to have a bad quarterback or an inexperienced quarterback. So he is going to get the bulk of the carries. Saquon is a machine when it comes to carrying the ball and also in receiving terms. So he is one of the only receivers other than Sterling Shepard that they have. So I think that Saquon Barkley is going to be a fantasy football stud this year.
Guys, y'all forgot the best wide receiver / running back in the league, Alvin Kamara. Take this man. He's got one of the best quarterbacks of all time. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can run for 1,000 yards in a season. Heck, he can even be a receiver and get 1,000 yards. This man is the first overall pick.
While I agree that Alvin Kamara is a great player, I think Drew Brees throws the ball to players like Michael Thomas too much for Alvin Kamara to be as good as, say, a player like Saquon or Christian McCaffrey.
So we can agree that any one of those players would be a safe first-round pick. And next, let's go into the guys that are probably going to be sleeper picks in your leagues. Luke, who do you think?
Count on this. QT, wide receiver out of Texas Tech from Houston. Cutie had a very good season last year before he got injured. If he comes back from his injury strong, him and DeAndre Hopkins could make a pair. With Will Fuller always being injured and Deshaun Watson only having one target mainly in DeAndre Hopkins, Cutie could have a huge season.
Zach?
I think a good late-round pick is Bilal Powell. He's averaging 4.4 yards per carry, and last season he had 5 straight games of over 100 or more yards. I think Bilal Powell is a great, solid backup running back for you.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
And, guys, I got to say it. I love this Andy Isabella out of UMass.
Love him.
Yeah.
Love him.
He's going to be a stud for Kyler Murray his first year.
For sure.
He's going to have, I think, he's going to be an all-pro rookie. And, guys, take this man if he's available in about the 7th round.
Had one of the
He's
fastest 40
steal.
times, too.
Mm-hmm. And then let's go into our last segment called Pass or Cash. Let me say the first name. Ben Roethlisberger. Pass or cash?
Pass.
Pass?
Pass.
Hard pass. He's getting old, and he's just not producing the way
And
he
he's
has
a
been.
toxic player in the locker room.
I'd have to go with pass as well. Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, cash. Deshaun Jackson with the Eagles is a different animal. Put him with a healthy Carson Wentz, Deshaun Jackson will go off.
I think this one's debatable, but I have to go pass again. I think a younger Deshaun Jackson could be a stud on the football field like he has been with the Eagles before, but I think coming back older and not as physical as he has been, I think he's just not going to produce the same heat.
See, I'm in between, but I got to lean towards cash because it's Deshaun Jackson.
You can count Deshaun Jackson. Getting at
This
least
next
one
guy,
huge hit.
he took a year off, but let's see. Le'Veon Bell.
As much as it pains me to say this because I hated what he did, I've got to go cash. A young quarterback with a good running back is always a good thing. Sam Darnold is developing. Adam Gase is a very good offensive-minded head coach. That defense got a lot better with Quinn Williams and C.J. Mosley, so they will get people off the field to give Le'Veon Bell more of a chance to show his skill set. I think Sam Darnold takes full advantage of Le'Veon Bell.
I have to go Cash as well. We're talking about a top 5 running back in the league. And even though he did start out 1 year, he's been still continuing to work out. And I think he's just going to come back and be the same player he has been.
Agreed.
It's Le'Veon Bell, Cash. Okay, let's go into our last guy, Jimmy Graham.
Pass. Jimmy Graham, after the Saints, has been a shell of his former self. And he's playing with a great quarterback in Russell Wilson. I don't understand why
He's on the Packers.
Sorry, Aaron Rodgers. I'm sorry. I don't understand why he has not been able to produce, but I will say a hard pass.
No, I've passed too. He hasn't been able to produce since Drew Brees and the Saints.
He did not do as well on the Seahawks as he has been, but the Packers losing Randall Cobb opens a slot for Jimmy Graham, and that's why I have to say Cash. I think Aaron Rodgers can find a great target in a tight end in Jimmy Graham.
That's all the time we have left because Chuck says so. So have a great day, guys.